Well, unless you've been living under a rock recently, I think you probably know about the very much increasing prices of RAM. It is something that is used in pretty much everything electronic that is going to play video games. I mean, I'm talking consoles, PCs, refrigerators, smart refrigerators, that have Minecraft on. Okay, maybe I'm making that up, but eventually that's going to be the case. Yeah, basically RAM, it is really, really skyrocketing in price and has been just over the past like 2 or 3 months now. A lot of it is just due to AI. I know that everybody kind of treats AI these days as the boogeyman, but it is true, when there is a need for AI, that's going to increase the need for RAM. It's just that simple. Well, because of all of this, it would seem that consoles, they may actually be, as far as the next gen versions, they may be delayed and they could very much increase in price. I mean, we've already seen the increase in Xbox consoles recently, and I think it's safe to assume that RAM could be somewhat of the reason why. But now we got this from Insider Gaming, so this was just from yesterday. It says RAM price increases could see the next gen console releases delayed and or, as I said, increasing quite a bit in prices. So it says RAM modules have increased in price by several 100% in the past few months, and this is due to, as I said, the demand in AI. And with the pursuit of AI seemingly not going away anytime soon, RAM availability could continue to be a bottleneck. Or at the very least, the RAM shortage will mean the prices will continue to hike because, as I said, RAM is basically a necessity for anything that plays video games. RAM basically, to my understanding, it kind of is like the amount of energy that your console has, like the amount of tasks that can be going on at the same time, or maybe the amount of like stuff that can be on the screen. It's basically the power level. Let's put it in Dragon Ball Z terms, okay? It says it leaves console producers in a very tricky spot moving forward, and while consoles have traditionally been subsidized to a certain extent in the past, meaning sometimes they sell it at no profit or even a loss, it seems like RAM availability and price increases will mean that next gen of consoles, which were already believed to be much higher in price than previous generations, could be extortionate or really, really high. And as I said, could also mean a delay. So it says, from what we understand, and this is we as in Insider Gaming, the situation has led to console manufacturers to debate whether the next gen of consoles should be delayed from their intended 2027 to 2028 release window, with the hope that RAM manufacturers will be able to build out their infrastructure to produce more RAM, thereby allowing prices to drop. So yeah, basically the new gen of consoles, mainly Xbox and PlayStation, it sounds like right now that's expected to be 27 or 28 as far as a release date, but they may wait out this whole price of RAM increase. They may try to wait it out. So that could push them to, I don't know, 2029, maybe even 2030, which would mean that this gen could be over the course of about 10 years, believe it or not. If you have already gotten quite a bit of RAM, or if you've already gotten your console, you're kind of in luck from what it sounds like, because yes, RAM price increases are kind of not going away, it sounds like, anytime soon, and it sounds like it could mean we've got a long ways to go before the next gen of consoles are released.